Hello, everybody. This is Fallout Season 2, Episode 1. And yeah, this is very exciting. It's very rare to see a good game adaptation in a show or movie. And there very rarely, there's like maybe one every year good game adaptation to a show or movie. But Fallout, the series this time, I think it's decent. It's alright. It's nothing amazing, but I do like it. And it's a game adaptation of a series I actually know a bit about. I used to play the Fallout games, but that was quite a while ago, so I'm not gonna be too keen on names, but we'll see. And I saw that this episode... sorry, I'm just checking I'm recording. I saw that this episode is an hour long. And to be honest, I'm kind of afraid, because if you know anything about my videos, you know that they go on for a few hours. And yeah, I am a bit afraid of how long this is gonna take. But hey, that's my cross to bear, I guess. You can just skip ahead to whatever the moments you want to see, but... oh, gotta prepare myself. Okay. Fallout series, this is... let's start. Whew. Prime. Previously on, thank God. Watched it when it came out, so... and it looks great. I actually really like the costumes and
you are my world.
the set
He was
designs.
kidnapped by this woman named Moldaver.
Ow.
You need to go home. All
Three
dogs
shots.
are an endangered species here. You come from a world of rules, of laws. This place is indifferent to all of that.
I really like this guy.
Endangered
He didn't
species.
appear much.
You come from a world of rules,
You could also say that
laws.
he's kind of like
This
a
place
plot
is
device.
indifferent.
But no matter, I like how he looked, I like how he talked, I like his whole theme and backstory, and his dialogue, I really liked
All of
it.
that.
I'm not going back
And
without
I
them.
was pretty sad when he died.
Have to adapt.
Not sad, but sad to see that he won't be in the story anymore.
Somebody made a run.
The Ghoul, I'm very curious about where he is going, because at this point he should be like very old. So he probably... they maybe said it, but I don't remember if they said that he has a goal, or if he's only like a bounty hunter. I don't know.
From the Enclave.
This target has with him an
I was about to make fun of that, but it makes sense why
object of
it looked like that.
profound potential to harm our nation.
Brotherhood
Or to
of
save it.
Steel, yeah.
Where is it?
You can't treat people like this!
Ow! Ow!
Yeah, why is that?
Because of the golden rule.
The golden
Do
rule?
unto
Yeah.
others as you would have done unto you. What are you?
Oh, I'm you, sweetie.
Yeah. I am very curious about...
Give it a little time.
very curious how he survived.
Vault Tech is the largest company in America. There's a lot of money in selling the end of the world.
What is it?
It's a listening device.
Oh yeah, these people are super evil.
I will do whatever it takes to make sure the people I love, that is you and that is Janie.
I was actually pretty surprised when it turned out that she was very, very evil. Well... I don't know exactly why, but she seemed like a good person all the time, except for, I think, the last episode. I think it was that one. Sorry, I need to check the audio. I'm really afraid of just it not working. because eventually it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be sad though then too.
Go into a special vault for management.
America has been locked in a resource war. Vault-Tec bought the means to end that war. Cold fusion, infinite energy.
Oh yeah, that was the part of the last season. They gotta have this energy thing, yeah. Thank God for this recap.
Would be a tragedy, but also
Robco! Is that Mr. House?
an opportunity. Because war, well, war never changes.
She said the line! She said the line! I mean, she looks kind of resistant here, and I think maybe it's just me and my desire to her not to be totally evil, but she doesn't seem that she answers to someone or that she's being forced to do this because of how she acts and the seriousness of this thing. Oh.
The water chip is destroyed. The vault only has enough water to keep our population alive for 2 months.
Wait, isn't that the plot of one of the Fallout games? That you're in a vault and you have to go out because something in the vault broke and you need to find a replacement?
Are the lucky ones. 3 vaults, separated to prevent the spread of threats.
You don't think it's weird that we only select an overseer from Vault 31? Steps from Vault 31.
Some of us will be moving into Vault 32 to start anew.
Is this where my dad's from?
Oh yeah, that thing happens.
These are Buds. My
Crap.
Buds. A well-trained staff of highly supervised junior executives from my own assistant training program.
Hank.
It is the future of humanity.
Oh yeah, he is
One
oh.
word. Management.
No, I actually have to get back home.
That's gotta be a terrifying fate, the whole brain in a jar thing, even though he seems to be able to talk, and strangely enough is in... it's horrible. Reminds me of 40k, servitors, basically.
My name isn't Titus, it's Maximus. Titus is the name of the knight who owned the suit before me.
And this relationship.
You're a good person. The wasteland sucks.
I forgot, are they in a romantic relationship or is it platonic?
The Brotherhood.
I think they had sex.
They're never gonna stop looking for the artifact.
Oh, romantic relationship.
Find me.
I will.
Aw, that's cute. I hope nothing bad happens. Did we see this? Looking like a total badass.
Give me my dad back.
And this was the ending.
But first, what if I tell you who he really is?
Oh.
Shady Sands.
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yeah.
Father, burn that city to the ground.
I wonder if anyone survived.
Not a smart fella.
If the problem with the world is factions and
New California Republic, the NCR. Oh, the NCR.
endlessly at war, then what is the solution but to get rid of the factions? To make the world us. Only ours to shape.
Yeah, those aren't quite, you know, nice things.
You see what this place does to people? Now, I've waited over 200 years to ask somebody one question. Where's my fucking family?
Oh, wait. So, yeah, his wife, well, I think it was his wife, I'm pretty sure, his romantic partner, the one he had a child with, which usually is his wife. I think she probably also went into a vault and did something similar. Now, it's possible that she was in the same vault that he was in, but just, hibernated. And so he is searching for her, which is interesting, because I am unsure about what he will do when he finds her. Now, he could also be referring to his daughter, but his daughter seemed to be with him, so it's possible that either she's a ghoul or she's dead. I think she's probably dead, but I mean, it's reasonable to assume that he would want to bring his daughter bounty hunting, but if she is a ghoul, she would be pretty old by now, and would be capable of fending for herself if she lived this long. So she's probably dead. And so he's probably searching for his wife.
It's easier to track a stuck pig than to ask you where it's all.
He looks pretty cool here, but isn't he just like, a manager, even though he did those terrible things? I wonder what he's planning to do now.
Now you could stay here, or you could come meet your makers.
Oh. Ah, did he die? Wait, what?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I like that actor. I thought he survived. Yeah, he.
Look out at this.
You don't like the Brotherhood of Steel?
Looks like chaos. But there's always somebody behind the wheel.
Yeah, I guess. Amazon. I've seen a lot of stuff from them recently. Bethesda Game Studios, yeah. I am curious if we're gonna meet what character is gonna be in this, because I have no clue about the timeline, so I don't know if I will meet any characters that I know about. Probably not, because I know The Man Who Knew. Anyway, The Man Who Knew. That the name of the episode? Maybe. Oh, we're back in time, I'll assume.
Heaven.
Heaven.
I'm in heaven.
Oh yeah? Blimp.
And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
Things... I was about to say things look pretty nice up here. But maybe... Why are they beating an automech? Robco? What? On strike, Robco.
Our primary concern at Robco Industries is creating greater efficiency.
Why are they beating up a Robco robot? Oh, Robert House, founder. I remember him starkly from the games, so...
The government needs a hand in settling our more international disputes.
Always happy to see him. Kind of.
Well, they know who to call.
Goddamn parasite is what he is. We didn't vote for this dumb maggot.
Oh, yes, we did.
When you bought his product. Is he here? Is that him?
Every dollar spent is a vote cast.
What are you doing here? That sounds like something Arasaka would say.
Fellow right there, he has more votes than every one of those pan-headed politicians in Washington. You his biggest fan of something?
I did not understand what he said.
You his biggest fan of something?
Oh, you his biggest fan of something?
Why, yes.
Oh?
Yeah.
So he is not Robert House, but he's his biggest fan.
I am.
What is he?
The will of the American people was to endow that man with a significant portion of his wealth. Well, good golly, that can't be a bad thing now, can it? What trade are you in, friend?
Friends.
Construction.
Oh, so you must use the H&H nail gun.
It's a marvelous machine.
If I remember correctly, Mr. House, he's a genius inventor, so he invented probably a lot of stuff, including all the equipment they use. So, you know.
Nice in the hands, smooth action. Sure beats using a silly old hammer, doesn't it? Why, I thought you'd be grateful.
Grateful? I think you're in the wrong bar, pal.
I am very curious about... He has to have the upper hand in some way right now, because this seems like a suave businessman. And I don't believe... Well, he could maybe talk his way out of it. But right now he's provoking them. For what reason, I don't know. But he has to have some kind of bodyguard here, or be armed or something, to defend himself against these men.
Obsolescence. It's a heck of a thing. You know, I try and see it from your perspective, but it's hard to imagine being so dim as to be caught off guard by the inevitable.
Damn. Oh. Nice transition. I really like these people's acting. Is he looking to be beaten up?
Hit me in the mouth. I think I'd enjoy it.
These are strange times. Is he a masochist? Ugh.
I'm rarely wrong, but let's move on.
Is that some kind of weapon or something strange? A bomb? Of money?
Is $31 million. Now, what would you do for all of that money?
Now that would be stealing, and stealing is against the law.
Short of ideas? Well, that's no surprise. How about I offer you one? Allow me to put this on the back of your neck.
What the hell is it?
Neat little thing. He's probably not gonna explain it. To leave us in a mystery. And, you know. But what stops them from just beating in ass and taking all the money? I mean, you probably could get back at them and take back the money, but...
Call it good old-fashioned market research. All I'm asking you to do is to insert this into the back of your neck, and all that nice money right there is yours.
How about I break those hands you've never used? See if you even notice.
But I'm really curious. It's gonna do something to his brain. Market research is gonna analyze his brain for market consumerism, what ads work, what doesn't, etc. Or maybe he's gonna do it to research, to use it in his mechs. Well, now I'm talking as if he is Mr. House, which it feels like he is, but, you know, he said that he was his biggest fan, which I guess he could just talk in third person, but I don't know.
Then we'll take his money. These fucking rich people will...
He is not... this man in the suits is not mentally... Well, he's... extreme, maybe is the right word. Ouch. Ouch. And his buddies didn't do anything. Oh my god.
I'd like for you to do me a small favor.
Is he gonna tell him to beat up his friends? Is there some kind of brain control advice?
Get rid of your friends.
Bill. Bill.
He seems to be a stranger to this. I guess he has kind of disconnected himself by being so goddamn rich. to all these things.
Fellows, you use the H&H nail gun.
Violence, for example.
You should feel good about it. You paid for all of this.
He didn't say yes, so this isn't a business transaction. Bam! He is very skilled with that. I don't think that device gives him any extra skills or anything like that, so he must have been able to do that in his normal state of mind, which is very impressive. He should have... could have... it's not really that useful of a skill in normal day-to-day life in a good society. In functioning society, I should say. Oh, it feel like it's gonna. Oh, I don't like when people mess with people's heads. Literally, in this sense, I mean. He's backing off. He can't. Oh. Yeah, this is quite dangerous to you to be testing for yourself. I was gonna say, is his head gonna explode? It felt like that, but I didn't say it because I don't know. That's disgusting. Good, I don't know what to call it, prompts? Good visuals.
The world may end, but progress.
Ugh. Is it reusable? He just killed a few people, It doesn't seem remotely remorseful, and he probably ain't gonna get in trouble with the law. Now I am very, very curious about what this is gonna be about, because it has to be relevant to, you know, the current story. So, are we gonna see those devices more? Probably are, but who's gonna use them? There's almost only bandits and some such here. The Brotherhood of Steel, they would really like them, so maybe them. Oh.
I got something real exciting for you today.
Are those under the control? They seem to be almost mindless, some of them. Or they could just be on drugs, that too.
This asshole has been tormenting us con since before your granddaddies were born. And today!
Some little bounty hunter put him right in our fucking laps.
Oh.
Now we settle the score!
Is that the ghoul? Oh, I think this scene is gonna have the ghoul and our main character from the first season together take this encampment.
How do you feel about that?
And show how far she's progressed. Because they don't feel like the type of people that could capture the ghoul if what I assume about him is correct.
Didn't that used to be a store? I think I bought a soda pop there about 25 years back.
Are you about fucking...
But he is a ghoul. I don't know if they need briefing.
We got some justice too.
Darla. Yeah, the woman behind the counter, her name was Darla. She was a reasonable woman. Till you matching jacket motherfuckers had to move in.
You really let him take all your thunder by stopping and letting him speak like that.
Well, it's been nice chatting with y'all, but if it's okay with you, I'm about ready to get on with it. But you can't hear me. I'll say it louder. I said...
That was some kind of signal.
I'm about ready to get on with it.
Signal to her, and she... yeah. The dog is up there.
To get on with it.
Is she... He's messing with him, guaranteed. Why is she looking up there? What is she doing? Yeah, putting your trust in him. Is she... This is too early for me. I can't handle this. Why is she not shooting? Is she betraying him? It's too early for that. What's happening?
Excuse me. So sorry. I'm hoping you can settle an argument between myself and my traveling companion there.
Ah. She's an asshole. I see. Petty person. I can't remember exactly how she was last season, but yeah, I guess it checks out. Settle an argument, yeah.
We are hunting down my father, who is not a good guy. And on this journey, we found ourselves in need of food and supplies. Plan A was to leave you alone and avoid the snare altogether, but we tried that and I just start starving to death. Plan B, his idea, by the way, was for me to turn him over to you so that you would open up your safe and give me the considerable bounty you put out on him. Fucking shoot! The idea was I would shoot him down, he'd take your weapons.
To be honest, I thought she would. She was very naive last season and tried dialogue a lot of the time when she maybe shouldn't. And when she first spoke, I thought that was what she was trying to do. And now I'm starting to doubt it.
In order for us to escape, which, in my experience thus far, it's a lot of violence. So
yeah,
I'm really hoping you'll agree to Plan C.
What's Plan C?
I mean, I don't know what I should expect of these people. They're probably on so many drugs right now that it's a wonder that they can formulate a gang. Seemingly, but you know, different classes of criminals, bandits.
And we keep the caps you gave me, which, to be clear, we do need for our survival.
Why is he listening to this even?
And just to ask the question, would it help if I said please?
Yes.
Whoever kills the girl gets to eat the dog.
Okie dokie.
They're probably eating a lot of different things. What? Did she do that? Oh my god. Surprised none of you went for the ghoul. He's quite incapable right now. Oh, they do a bit. Why? Ah, she's not going for the kills. This is probably another lesson she's gonna have to learn. Those are probably some expensive bullets. That is a small gun.
Fucking amateur.
That definitely killed someone. Death before surrounded. Oh my god, I love this music. It's gonna get copyrighted so hard, but you know.
To the town
there was a time when I could sing along to this song. Not anymore though. Are that the same sound effects that are in the game? Have too much to say. There probably was also the same sound effect. I have a bit of a hard time watching these things. It's cool and all. Like, I get it. But to me it feels like they basically have Stormtrooper aim. They can never. Is she like shaking her head because he has this obsession with cowboys? Because it seems to be like it. Because wait, let me see that again. Like the moment he puts the hat on, he looks. Yeah, his face goes into a smile, but he stops himself. He is resisting the smile. He's removing it. So I think he has it brings fond memories. And if I remember correctly, he had a cowboy costume or something when his daughter, during the party where the bombs exploded. Maybe the radiation did something to his brain, because he is a ghoul. I think it could affect his brain and cause some kind of fixation. But it's useless. Big iron on his hip. Big iron. Big iron.
When he tried to match the Ranger with the big
She
iron.
looks terrified. Forgiver. No, that's not right. Because he tips his hat, and usually you tip your hat like in respect, which is kind of what he did. Even though that she made him strangle for a very long time, actually, and possibly he could have killed them if they were unlucky and they were actually, competent, these bandits. So they were quite dangerous. So he's quite forgiven. Oh. Well, he wasn't really a bad guy in the last season. I remember he was very... Well, he was a bad guy, but he wasn't a bad guy, He's gonna keep the clothing. Oh, that's interesting.
I know you think you're being helpful, shooting folks in the kneecaps and the ass. But if I'm being honest, you ain't.
I'm not gonna apologize for not murdering people.
Yeah, but if you shoot someone in the leg and you say they can never walk again, they're not gonna survive. Even if you get away, his comrades are gonna eat him or kill him or anything like that. Because they're not gonna let somebody be useless. And if they have some kind of problem, there isn't any medics around, there isn't any doctors. So more than likely they will just bleed out and die, or die of some infection. So you're really just prolonging the pain that they were in. This is a nice shot.
All that matters to me is you shoot that fucking rope.
Is to shoot that fucking
All
what?
that matters to me is you shoot that fucking rope.
Shoot that fucking rope. You could see this as him seeing her, or telling her that she is pretty much useless except for that one time, and he could have handled everything else. He probably could, but still.
Well, I did, didn't I?
Still deciding to have the Vault suit on, are you? Is it 10 paces behind? They travel lightly. I'm surprised. Oh, that city looks quite... and I would say retained, intact.
Still looks like all the old photos.
Bombs got shot down. Most of them, anyway.
Well, if they could do that for Las Vegas, why couldn't they just do that for America?
Because there was no they. There was a him. A man by the name of Robert House.
Yeah, Robert House shot down the weapons. So this... Oh, they... Yeah, of course, they are here now. Is Mr. House alive?
They went, they're safe there.
No,
What did she say?
him. A man by the name of Robert House.
Robert House.
Maybe Maybe if that's where your family went, they're safe there.
Oh.
Nowhere near Robert House is safe.
Ooh. Is there something more that we didn't see in the last season about Robert Hough? As far as I remember, he only appeared in the ending when he talked with his wife about building walls. But he probably wasn't... we saw in the beginning of this episode that he isn't too popular with the folks, even though they use his tools. I'm curious about why exactly they don't like him. More than... Because, I don't know. I don't know why they don't like him. He was probably a tyrannical corporate thing, but, more than everybody else, seemingly.
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
Oh, so they're tracking him somehow, or the ghoul just knows. Is it because there's some kind of settlement held? A vault, maybe? Nah, I don't think there are any vaults in cities like this. Yeah, we're back here.
There's a lot of earning potential with the end of the world.
I'm curious. Yeah, this... We saw this last season, but I'm curious.
How can you guarantee results?
Robco.
By dropping the bomb ourselves.
Janie? Honey? Janie!
Aww. I am... But we saw that they were still in this house and celebrating her birthday when the bombs drop. Aww.
I want you to go to your room, okay? And I want you to pick out your 3 favorite outfits and your favorite toy, okay? And then meet me back here.
Is he gonna run away? That's probably a good choice. But he should tell... I think he was working with some kind of group to gather this intel that supplied him with the tools to spy on his wife. But I can't remember right now. Now what is he planning? He is in shock, he is in panic, completely understandable. I hope he thinks through his moves. And... Where are they going?
Bakersfield. We're gonna go to Bakersfield, sweetie, okay?
What about Mommy? Is she coming with us?
She's work. She's at work. Or you could not answer your daughter. You probably need to... Vault-Tec Industries. Oh my god, he has the same outfit from the guy from Fallout 4. The one who comes to in the beginning. And hi, I work for Vault-Tec Industries. What's that smile about? You know something we don't? Oh. Oh my god, what's happening? Taking a phone, and what are you doing? Telling everybody that you're all gonna die? It is a test right now.
It's okay, it's okay.
Keep your loved one's face. Vault-Tec Industries. Oh, he probably smiled because, yeah, Coop is the face of Vault-Tec. He looks so not trustworthy in that picture.
And make the world go away.
Is that the end? No? It probably was the end on flashback. Wish we saw more. Back in the vaults. Oh, candy. I didn't know they had candy.
We're blowing through our water reserves at a troubling rate.
Then we need to reallocate power to the temporary water filters we built out of spare parts.
Hey, guys.
Can I help you, Reg?
You seem quite chill.
Norm has been sent for a leadership exchange program to Vault 31.
Everyone's moving up in the world but me.
Reg, this community has always done what it takes to survive.
I guess so. What you guys working on?
The water chip, which we need to survive, which is broken.
Oh, right, yeah, that.
If I remember correctly, wasn't he, like, not putting in any effort in his work?
Ugh. Let me know if I can help. I'm no engineer, but you'd be surprised what a guy with a PhD in event planning can...
Oh.
Maybe you should find an outlet. Start a club or something.
A club?
She's great leader. I don't remember if she was a great person. I don't remember, but seemingly she's a great leader. She didn't get angry. She suggested an alternative.
We've been through a lot lately. Maybe you could start a group for people to talk about any kind of feelings you may be feeling.
What kind of feelings am I feeling?
Shame? Uselessness?
I don't feel useless.
Really?
Shame.
You like shame?
Shame I can work with. There would need to be a snack budget, of course.
Send a supplies request, and I'll sign it.
Making a club with a few members.
You don't know the half of it.
Yeah, heavy is a crime, and
So you see what I'm up against.
she seems fun.
33, I leave my quarters, take a right turn, another right turn to the elevator. Here in 32, it's a left and a left to the elevator.
Yep, again. Everything is the other way here, so just do the opposite of what you used to do.
I'm not sure it's that simple.
It is. Now, look, as your overseer, I have to ask, is there anything remotely actionable here? Something I can do for you?
Signage.
Signage?
Now, that could be controversial. Maybe you could commission a feasibility study on the topic of signage.
That's kind of infuriating.
Heck of a wife you got, Chet.
We're not actually married.
And a beautiful baby.
Not mine.
I never had a family.
That's
what happened? Life, I guess.
Hmm.
Things move quickly down here.
I don't have a family either, Davy.
This is a funny reaction.
Enjoy.
I really like that interaction. That is hilarious. Computer doesn't work?
Oh, it's just you. Oof. That, Davy, I mean, bless his heart, but, you know.
I too would be terrified if she picked up a knife.
Just seeing if you've gotten around to giving me a job assignment yet. Just because, you know, everyone else has one. If you haven't chosen a gatekeeper yet, I have experience.
Chet, I've been busy.
That looks not that
I need someone
appetizing.
to take care of the baby, and it's used to you.
But he is not my baby. Everyone is acting like he is.
Chet?
Would you at least consider giving him a name? Because the neighbors have started to call him Chet Jr.
Let's go with that then.
Does she not? Isn't it her child? Seemingly, she doesn't give a fuck.
Well, See, Chet Jr. was my father's name. It's a sort of a personal area for me, having watched him die of starvation in the Weevil famine.
Chet? Are we having an argument?
It is.
Chet Jr. it is.
It's very easy to intimidate him. And...
Oh, how are you with computers?
That was Norm's department. Maybe you can ask him in the terminal.
Great idea. I'll just send the other vault a message.
Initially, I liked her. But, well, I still kind of do, but she seems to be very... Well, I guess it's understandable. She's probably very stressed. This seemingly is a new position for her as overseer. And she's handling a lot. And apparently she doesn't... She doesn't care about her baby, which is already a very big red flag. But, yeah. I'm not gonna judge. Well, I do judge, but you know. Interesting music.
Okay.
She has an eye patch, so maybe she is evil. Or a pirate.
God damn cheese and rice.
No, intervault communications disabled. Alright, let's see. Where is he? Where is he? Where are you? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'll be right there.
Do you have any visual receptors?
Look at this mess. You really are a disgusting, filthy animal, aren't you? Well, I hope you
Oh, he's living there. Yeah. Was he trapped in here last time we saw him?
Oh.
And he's trying to...
So you found water. But you're out of food. Starvation is a heck of a way to kick the bucket.
Yeah, it's one of the worst way to go, I hear.
More dignified solution to the one you've chosen for yourself, son of Hank. Get in your dad's cryopod.
I'm not gonna be your prisoner.
You're already my prisoner. All you have to do is wait until the surface is safe to recolonize. And then we'll all head up for Reclamation Day.
It is very tempting.
When there's no one left on the surface to disagree with us.
Wait, is that the dad's plan? Like, just wait until everybody dies? Does he really think that's gonna happen?
Or you could just let me go home. People are gonna notice I'm missing.
Oh, we have a protocol for everything, including when someone goes missing from a vault. Your overseer will handle it. No one is coming for you, buddy.
Very tempting deal. Even if they aren't gonna wake up then, I am pretty sure that sometime soon, well, not sometime soon, but eventually the vault's gonna get broken into, and if you're lucky, you're gonna wake up before they kill you, or if you're luckier, you will wake up and continue living.
Well, maybe you'll be more reasonable once you're a little hungrier. Good luck finding something to eat when you can't see.
It isn't. This is
You're living in
not dark at all. And I'm surprised he hasn't, you know, he could probably kill you.
These 3 vaults are the product of decades of strategizing. The combined efforts of hundreds of the brightest pre-war minds with all the resources of a functioning civilization. You're just some malcontent who wandered down the wrong corridor. What hope do you have against the greatest achievement in the history of vertical integration?
Quite pompous of you.
You're in over your head. And no one is coming to save you.
Well, almost everything is above over your head, so I don't know if you have much to say. Is he going to kill him? I mean, I'm curious about how he's gonna react. And going into cryo hungry doesn't seem like a good idea. Back to them.
So you think my dad is gonna lead you to your family Which means you think your family's still alive after 200 years and somehow I'm the optimistic one?
Did your dad step on him?
Your daddy. Always making new friends.
You could tell her, but I suppose why? Yeah, your dad step probably. He doesn't look half bad for being, you know, dead. It's gotta be pretty newly. Made fresh daily. Are you sure about that?
She must have seen him pass by.
We can just ask her.
Yeah, ask. You're just gonna do it. I probably don't need to kill her. Maybe not.
Excuse me.
She's gonna have a weapon, I'm afraid. Or this place is trapped, or she's heavily armed, or there's more than
Hi
one.
there. I'd like one bowl of
Flea soup.
flea soup.
Sure.
How many people come by here? But I guess they're close to, you know, a city, so I don't know how many people come
I was
here.
wondering if you happen to see.
That's disgusting. Oh,
I got some crackers if you want them. They're in my other pants.
Oh, I'm okay, but
Eat it while it's hot, miss.
oh, oof. Wait, what was that? That's disgusting.
Eat it while it's hot, miss.
Oh. Are you really gonna eat that? She's a strong woman. I couldn't do that.
So have you happened to have seen a man passing by in a sort of oversized outfit made of metal?
He took my son.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sure your son is up.
He's dead.
No, we don't know that.
It's probably the guy you saw earlier.
He's dead.
Could be, but
Just my kind of luck. Cocksucker owed me money.
so sad. Especially when they owe you money. Relatable.
Sorry for money.
He went that way.
Great music choice. How did they get the car
Find
up
any
there?
money on the body. It's mine.
Yeah, sure, if they see your son. Well, I'm sure they will.
What exactly is it you plan on doing once we find your daddy? We gonna do it like usual? You put a bullet in his ass? Leave it to me to put one in his head?
No, I'm gonna bring him to justice.
And what does that mean exactly? Are you gonna be the arbiter of his judgment? It'd be easier to just kill him. You've killed people before. Why does he deserve special judgment or whatever you want to call it? And if you say that it's inherently wrong and that it's been accidental every single time, you could simply let him kill her. But, you know, I don't think you could talk him down.
I was raised to believe that's
Isn't the man you
what
knew.
everyone deserves.
But then again, I haven't a grasp on his really motive and what he's doing here. So, but he bombed. He put the bomb in. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know how good of a motivation you need to kill a bunch of detonate that bomb.
Know that how they conduct themselves matters. They don't give up hope.
Give
Like
up
you say you
hope.
did, but
It's been generations. What kind of hope are you referring to?
really, it's still in there.
Well, I hate to break it to you, darling, but the way you was raised wasn't real.
I know that. Look at your alternative. Guess I'm just trying to lead by example.
Tell her about the vaults. It feels like that's a perfect opportunity to tell her about what the ones really, really are. But you may have done that last season and I just don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. Cooper Howard. Starlight Theater. Wait, was that Starlight Theater? Isn't that Drive-In Theater? Isn't that theater group? Starlight Theater? Or musical group? I don't know. The steps. I don't know if you should go that far, dog. Oh, a vault. Ready for whatever it is you're gonna face in there. Yeah, and you didn't tell the ghoul? Oh, this is a flashback.
They sat around
maybe.
the table and they talked about the ending of the world like they were talking about a new business strategy.
Sounds like you heard something interesting.
What you knew?
And now you do too. So, what are we gonna do about it?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do about it? I told you, I'm not a spy. I'm not a red. I'm a fucking Hollywood actor who likes horses and cars.
And you also happen to be famous. And fame is a rare kind of power. You get to sit in rooms that I can't.
If you tell people, they're gonna kill him.
Meet people that I could never.
Meet people like who?
Are you familiar with Robert House?
Who wouldn't be in the... I mean, but what have I've heard of the guy. He's very, very impressive.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Robert House. The guy owns half of Las Vegas.
He's also building a privately owned missile system in Las Vegas with enough firepower to follow through on your wife's proposals. When the bombs drop, it'll be Robert House that presses the button.
Oh, that's interesting. But wasn't one of the plots in Fallout something that they got launched too early?
Are you asking me to spy on the wealthiest man in America?
Not spy on him.
Talk into it? Be his friend?
You want me
Your
to...
wife is going to Vegas next week to sell cold fusion to Robert House. Then he'll have everything he needs to press that button unless you stop him. Play nice.
It would be very interesting to see Robert and him, Coop, become friends.
Get on that trip to Vegas.
Probably not gonna happen, but you know.
Where are you going?
Home. Well, I still have one.
When the world goes down in flames, at least you'll know your hands are clean.
Yeah, this ain't the comfort for him.
Janie, let's go. Come on. Come on.
In business news, West Tech stocks are up again amid reports their latest...
I want to see him interact with his wife after what he's just been through.
Skincare. Meanwhile, Robco owner Robert House created a stir today with remarks on the escalating war. In an interview with Galaxy News, he stated that the question might not be whether the world will end, but merely who will push the button. More on that story after a word from our sponsors.
Whatever he does, he shouldn't tell her that he knows. She seems to be having a hard time, but to be honest, I am not really into giving her the benefit of the doubt. Right now I'm thinking that she thinks the only reason she has a hard time is because of her family. And that's really the only hard part, seemingly, not anything else. But that's assuming, and I shouldn't assume, so we'll see. a little drink. Coming in with a smile. Good work day.
Welcome home.
He tried with a smile, but that fell through. It seems to be an open world with the.
Looks like Daddy took a detour.
Yep.
Never seen a vault like this before.
Probably how most of them look.
Par for the course in my experience.
You've been to a lot of vaults.
I guess it would have been pretty hard for her, seeing as she grew up in this environment and seeing it almost the exact same environment, but just rusted to all hell and completely overtaken by nature. It's gotta shake you up.
Uh-huh.
Oh. You must like him.
What did you say?
Oh. You must like him.
Huh? Why?
Every time I step foot in one of these concrete shoeboxes, I gotta make peace with the fact that I might finally learn what happened to my wife and my daughter. Whether they be alive, dead, or something far worse.
Oh.
Right. I know about the experiments. Been to Vault 4.
Experiments.
Vault 4 is the best case scenario.
Well, to be fair, it was a little weirder than the one I came from.
You think so? How many towns they destroyed down in Vault 4? Open it.
Quite forceful of you. But his aggression is not unwarranted and completely understandable, seeing as what he has gone through and his experience with Vault people. Vault dwellers, I think they call them.
Really think my dad is down there?
I'm sure has it coming in.
Yeah.
Sure has it going out too.
Footprints. Is that a
Well, what I'm curious about
communist symbol?
is why he even came at all.
Why is that thing there?
I ain't a little curious too.
Is he a Russian spy or something crazy like that? Seems to be quite a large vault that had quite a few buttons on them, so let's check out all the floors. Where are we now? Are we back with the steel?
It's not your fault you were born in a vault.
Brother of Steel?
Let me hear you say it.
It's
not
my fault. I was born in a
Oh, wait. Products of Inbreeding Support Group. Are you specially abled or just feel different from those around you because your parents were very closely related?
And it's not your fault that your parents were or are related.
And it's not my fault my parents were
related
or are related.
Feels good to say it out loud,
Popcorn.
doesn't it? That's just the first step.
I like that
Trust
old
me.
person. That old
As
lady.
someone who's come out on the other side of this, I know what it's like to wonder if people look down their noses at you based on your family tree. A regular person can have an ingrown toenail, and it's just an ingrown toenail. But we have to wonder if it's because our genes are somehow broken. If I am somehow broken.
Oh.
So, we're gonna change the rules, right?
Change the rules.
No inbreeding in the vault. And we're gonna change that, right?
No, that's not what.
Did they? Oh, I see. I see. I'm not gonna.
This is about. The rules are good, But that doesn't mean those of us who are products of inbreeding need to feel bad. You understand?
That old lady probably just offered snacks.
Come on.
I just said I'm not gonna assume, but you know. Oh, question?
I have a question.
Yes, Marianne.
I have a mild allergy to dust. And sometimes I wonder if it was my father's fault because he fell in love with his cousin, my mother. I just wonder if there's a biological connection.
I
Maybe.
studied genetics, so
Oh, well.
it certainly could be his fault.
I knew it! Great snacks, by the way. You know, I
Yeah.
always felt my mother viewed me as a rival, which mirrored her relationship.
I'm surprised that he is actually into the support group. I mean, doing something to help each other. And it's seemingly he has his own problems, and this support group helps seemingly with it. And it's pretty understandable for their situation. I'm surprised there's only like one other lady there for him. But it's probably not the easiest thing to go to such a support group. Maybe not, because it's in the family register, and this close-knit of a community would probably know these things about each other. And
With her own mother, who was in love with my father.
wait, I want to hear the tea. What is this?
You know, I always felt my mother viewed me as a rival, which mirrored her relationship with her own mother, who was in love with my father, her fifth cousin.
Oh my god.
Cousins were fourth cousins to the second cousins.
Oh, there. That's some crazy thing. That deserves its own series. I wouldn't watch it, but you know, it could be. It's still here.
It won't be long now. You must be so hungry and so thirsty. Why torture yourself when there's a nice, cozy cryopod just waiting for you to hop into?
What's he gonna do?
What was my dad like?
Ambitious.
And why was he here?
Well, being one of Bud's buds was a highly coveted position back in the day. We had applicants from as far out as Fresno.
Oh.
That might seem like a good idea, but it's toxic. You'll die a slow, painful death.
You don't know that, but it's a mutated.
I'm willing to go into cryo. You could always let me inject you with this guy right here. It really would be a whole lot easier for both of us.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the centipede would eat him if he passes out.
It kills you, quick and painless. Your body will rapidly decompose, turning into a dust that will get circulated through the ventilation system, ultimately making its way into your cornfields back.
That's extremely
Not
efficient.
so bad if you think about it. Then you won't have to deal with all the headaches of being alive. So, you have two rational choices. Get in your dad's pod, or die.
You're right, I only have two rational choices.
Those aren't them.
Plenty of irrational ones.
Are you gonna eat? Oh my god, I didn't think of that. Are you gonna eat his brain?
What are you doing?
That's a disease. You get. That's. Well, that's. You get sick if you eat a person's brain.
100 years of planning in order for everything to go just right. That seems like a lot of work if you ask me.
Stay back. Stay back.
I think plans are slightly overrated, personally.
He's a lot braver than I would have been. Even though that robot and him are basically incapable of advanced movement, I would be still terrified of just accidentally bopping it.
No, wait, I need that to threaten you. What are you doing?
Thawing everyone.
What? No! You can't just thaw them all!
Wait, what?
No, they're supposed to come out once every 30 years. This isn't even a cogent plan, it's just chaos.
Agreed. Plans are hard. Chaos, though. Chaos is easy.
Are you gonna let them fight to the death? What are you planning? Once every 30 years. Oh. What kind of vault? There were some sick vaults, by the way, so I am very curious if this is going to be one of them. Hope not. Kind of. 24. I don't have the numbers memorized, so I don't know. But seems to be mostly abandoned.
More matching jackets.
Was this the one where they did I don't know what it's called, but it's called like Supreme Democracy, something like that, where they vote on the next guy to eat.
Vault-Tec allow communists in one of their vaults.
Oh, you have a problem against communists?
So sure they did.
After 200 years of, you know... Oh. So, Mr. House's invention. I'm quite unsure if he's directly related to this vault. Maybe, but it feels like he would have gone here and just, you know, swept the place for resources. Oh. Were they testing brainwashing here? Yeah, some brainwashing. But it seems to have been... those corpses don't look 200 years old. Still got electricity. Impressive. Oh.
These are Americans. The vault turned them into communists.
I mean... you can frame this in two different ways. It's extremely horrifying, the brainwashing this way. It's... he was probably testing if he can change a person's ideologies. Those who were placed here probably were noted for having a strong ideological, you know, strength. I don't know what to call it. To test here if they could have been changed into a different ideology. And probably was only a coincidence that they were communist and capitalist. It probably didn't matter to House. Well, he is probably the biggest capitalist, so maybe not. Anyway, the other lens is that it's very funny if you frame it that way. If you... oh my god.
These are Americans.
These are Americans.
The vault turned them into communists.
It turned them into communists. It sounds kind of funny. It sounds like... yeah, it sounds funny to me. But yeah, I hope you have quite a lot of them left. Those medicine cabinets. Oh, a terminal. That works. Wow. I really like seeing the game things related, you know. You know, I am bad at reacting. What am I talking about? I like seeing the game, for example, menus and UI used in computers and some such. That's what I like. Data unavailable. Terminal locked. Dr. Arc Drive. DV Arc Drive.
My dad removed the drive.
Isn't that a bit of an assumption? There's a lab ID, but you know. And it seems, yeah, you could probably deduce that it's been newly used, I guess.
My dad removed the drive.
It's a bit of a stretch, but you know. What's that? Is the place booby-trapped? No, they probably would have gone into traps by now. Someone alive? Maybe? Research. Oh. Sugar bombs. What? For being in such heavy armor, her dad is sure is fast. Oh. Who removed that?
Well, hello there, Sugar Bomb.
Looks like your daddy picked himself up a guinea pig.
Oh. I see. So the dad was here to collect both the drive and probably, which contains information regarding the use of these things, and probably a stockpile of them. And it's possible that he, I think he worked for Robco, so it's possible that he aims to sell them to Mr. House. Those who don't know. Well, I think Mr. House is still alive. Because of things. If you have played the game, you know. Spoiler alert, sorry if... No, not... Yeah, I guess it's a spoiler alert, but the game's been out for a while. And if you're only watching the show... Yeah, I spoiled it, but you know... You're watching a reaction, so... So you've definitely seen this show before, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. So that's what he was doing here, and he tests... Yeah, he... probably tested on him, which, of course, is... the ladies we saw earlier's son, is what I'm assuming, because, you know, it fits. I'm curious what he seeks to do.
What do you want?
But maybe not. Maybe it isn't the lady's son, because he seems to be already finished brainwashing.
I fix everything. Go home. Sugar Bomb. Go home. Go home.
His head is gonna explode. Oh my god. Why did you leave him like that? That seems to even take him back to Ghoul. I mean, it's gotta be a rough sight for anybody to see a head explode.
You ever seen your daddy use one of these before?
No.
You gonna take his advice?
He won't stop hurting people.
Oh.
Yeah, no shit.
You're gonna really decide to kill him? This is interesting. I thought they were gonna keep this a while longer, this mystery, but...
Well, then we better get going.
Oh, more determined than ever. I like it. Ah, I'm strange. Now I'm really curious about what this show is gonna be about. Well, this season. Because it feels like it's not too far off. Sugar bombs. Still a bit disgusted by it. Wearing a suit. Is it Vault-Tec? I think this is a vault. The dad. You haven't cleaned out your injury? You're gonna... Well, maybe it's just a strange scar. Where are your weapons? Or do you feel you don't need one? Oh? This is strangely well preserved and not disturbed at all. You seem quite proud of yourself. Have you done anything recently to be proud of?
You have 462,311 unread messages.
Oh, someone was popular.
Well, let's get to it.
That's a I'm gonna lower the volume a bit, if I like that. Messages. Global comms. Oh, is he gotta be presentable, you know? If he is gonna contact someone else. I'm gonna higher the volume a bit. Surprised you know how to operate that one, but I guess, you know, could have simply learned it in training and all.
This is Hank McClane, reporting for duty, sir. Nobody in Vault-Tec knows I'm here. And nobody in Vault-Tec knows much of anything anymore. Wanted to let you know I'm still alive. I hope you are too. I mean, I don't doubt that you are. You spent so much time calculating how to survive all possible contingencies.
Is he talking to Mr. House?
I've been keeping busy. I'm in Vegas these days, back in your old stomping grounds, actually.
He's talking so casually. I'm so thrown off by how he acts, and I'm surprised that I like him, his being, as much as I do, because, well, I barely remember, season 1 of this, and he didn't appear too much, because he, you know, disappeared in the beginning, and he seemed like a right asshole at the end. But right now, I like his vibe. Horrible man, but I like his vibe. Put on some fine clothing, go talk to his boss again. It's been only like 190 years or something. You know, overtime, everything. How are you, etc. Big fan of your work. I don't know how close they are, so.
Trying to pick up where you all left off.
I see.
Looks like a couple of the Vault experiments.
Oh, so he worked on this project. So he's gonna simply continue. That's some. He has some right dedication to his work.
Experiments ran into some speed bumps. 24 made progress on the brain-computer interface.
Oh.
This one, miniaturization. What it all needs is integrating.
I managed to make it smaller.
Confident that if I just roll up my sleeves, I can bring it all home for you. Then we can finally talk about my promotion.
Doing it for a promotion, I gotta get.
I'm gonna complete the work you started.
Oh, having fun.
When this is all over, you will be begging me to help you.
Oh, making demands of your boss. Playing with fire. I'm gonna remove the volume. Oh my god. That went surprisingly fast. I'm very surprised by how much I enjoyed this. Really. It may be because the simple act of doing this thing that I'm doing right now, like reacting, telling you my thoughts and everything, it's very different from watching it just alone. And it's made me enjoy. I like talking out my thoughts and everything, so it's fun. But I liked this episode a lot more than I liked the first season. Well, the first season had a few bangers, I'm not gonna lie. But this episode was very good. And if they keep this pace, it's gonna be a great show. Is there some... No. Oh my god, no. Probably a preview. I'm not gonna watch any of that. But all in all, this episode was very interesting. I need to analyze it. Yeah, I forgot. I don't rightly know where it's going. The father of the main character. They're probably gonna find him soon, because he is in the city and... Well, I assumed he was in the city. He doesn't seem to be too far from our group. And he is a Robco employee, a dedicated one, I gotta say. So we're probably gonna meet him, or they're gonna try and find this vault, which I don't think it's gonna take too long to handle this dad issue. But maybe I'm underestimating it. I don't know. So then with the whole thing with the vault, I like the characters that appeared, but I don't feel like they're too relevant, really. Well, that's a lie. They're not relevant yet. The whole thing with him opening all the cryofreezes and that part, and then back to our old vault that the main character is from, everything happened there. Somehow this is gonna connect everything. Well, not connect everything, but something cool is gonna happen there. That and we do sort of care about the characters who live there, because, you know, the brother and Hank and everything. Whew. What I think I'm most curious about, well, two things really. I really want to see Mr. House. I'm looking forward to seeing it, because I hope he is in this season. And they seem to be hinting at it quite a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and I hope he has a big role in this, but, you know, can't have everything. I am also looking forward at the Ghouls, Cooper family. I want to see more of his backstory. I want to see more, basically, of him, his backstory. I'm not too interested in him right now as a ghoul, but that's mostly because he has melded out through the years of being a ghoul and having to survive this apocalypse. His driving goal is finding his family, and until we see progress there, I am not too interested in him. He has his shining moments. He seems to actually care about the main girl, which I am also curious about. I guess I'm curious about a lot of things about him. Never mind that. I like him. But he had... I don't know. It's hard to explain my thoughts around him. And mixed feelings, basically. And to be honest, the shining moment for me for this episode to me was seeing the dads suit up with everything, going back to work, looking to get that promotion, like a real go-getter. Well, I don't think I have anything more to comment on, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.